I know it's more of like a Western kind of style anime thing. It's like one of the Netflix ones. It was
Hmm.
the Castlevania that was more so
That's more of
um
that's more of like an anime style. It's somewhere between
yeah.
anime and like comic book y. Um,
Hmm.
and you said that wasn't really the style wasn't necessarily driving with you, but the story and everything else won you over.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? Like, cause a lot of the time I find like Netflix is like anime stuff. It just some of it doesn't look very good, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It can it. So I was like, I'm not sure about it, but I ended up watching it because I was like, screw it, because like I just finished Devil May Cry, and
Ooh,
I was like, you know what? Th- maybe I can get into it.
that's fair. I wanted to watch The Devil May Cry, but then I saw that the creator was like real into Asmongold, and I was like, I don't. That kind of just gave me the ick, and which is really unfortunate because
Yeah.
I love Devil May Cry. I have like the old anime. I've The first one I ever played was the fourth one, and I tried to play the other ones, but I was like a baby, so it was really hard, and I was dumb, so I was like, it's too hard, and I never got past like some of the first levels. I'm sure I could now, or maybe not. I'm not that good at video games, but I like to believe that I'm better at video games than I was when I was like, you know, 8. So
I think you've probably gone up in skill a little bit by then.
I would hope so, but you never know. I'll be like, you know what? I'm a big boy now. I'm gonna play Devil May Cry 1 and I'm gonna beat it, and then I'll get stuck at the exact same part. Um,
Oh yeah, I tried to go back to it recently, and I was just like, what? Gonna play five.
Hold on. I don't know if it's my headphones or you. Can you say more words?
More words.
That one went through
Is
fine, but
it
it you
is
went
it me?
robot-y. No, 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 you're fine. I don't know
Oh,
what happened. It went
oh,
robot-y
okay.
for a second. Yeah, yeah, but I liked I only watched the first installment of Castlevania. I know they had like Castlevania Nocturne. Um but I liked the first installment. The only thing I didn't like was the like relationship between like Scylla and Trevor. Is that his name? Trevor Belmont?
Yeah,
I hated their relationship.
yeah,
Maybe I
yeah. I
just don't get
wasn't a
it, but
fan.
I was like, this
Yeah,
sucks. And then she's like,
yeah.
suddenly
That
I'm
was
pregnant. And I'm like, I'm. My condolences.
yeah. You poor thing. You
You
poor
poor
thing.
thing.
Having a Belmont baby. You poor thing.
Yeah, fuck that. That sucks ass, dude. But yeah, I did like it. I'll never know until I play it again. I know. I do need to go back. I still need to beat Devil May Cry 5, dude, because, like, I started playing it. I even had, like, most of it on the channel, and then, like, I never picked it back up again. I think that's just, like, my horrendous, like, propensity for, like, ADD shit. And I feel bad about it, but, like, I'm like, where? When would ever I?
Oh no, I'm the same. Like I'll pick up a game and start playing it, and then like a day or two will even a day or two will go by, and I'll never play it again. Like I'll start
Yeah.
playing something else. Like it's hard like to commit to. That's why like especially like when I'm not streaming, I don't generally play a lot of like story based games because I know I won't keep up with it.
Right. I like the story based games. What's so crazy is like I'll pick up a game and I like whenever what was it called? My Friendly Neighborhood came out. I played that for like 2 days straight. Like I was not putting that shit down. But like
Hmm.
I pick up there's like some games like if I play it and I like it, like I'm obsessed with it for like 2 days. But if I like pick it up and the game is like too long, then I'll get to a certain point and I'm like, we're done here.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's like I don't like, especially I always look up how long it takes to beat games because
Yeah.
if I'm gonna start something, like it can't be too long. Like I started playing like beating the newer remakes of Final Fantasy VII, and
Mhm.
I beat the first one, and then I went to like the second one, and I haven't beat it yet, and I haven't touched it in like a couple months.
Oh lord,
So
I
it's like
understand.
it's just like the first one wasn't open world fully, and I liked that. But then they went open world with the second one, and I'm just like, it's too much. Like I'd rather just have like a linear game
That
rather than maybe just an open world.
I totally understand that. Open world games, like, I appreciate them on a technical level. I cannot play them because I'm like, I need direction in my life. I need someone to just tell me what to do in the video game. And I get that people are like, oh, you can do whatever. I'm like, that's too much. That's too
That's too
much.
much pressure. Yeah,
That's too
like my
much.
brain doesn't work. Yeah, like that's
Just
way too much.
just let me be a character and let me go like beat ass, and I want to do it in a way that makes me feel powerful and strong. I want to be OP, and on top of that, if possible, I want to be hot. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah, powerful and hot. What else can you ask for?
I
Like
want to
that's just
be,
like the basics.
yeah, I want to be powerful and I want to be hot. That's why I love Bayonetta, and that's why I love Devil May Cry. I want to be hot and powerful.
Bayonetta was good. Yeah.
I love Bayonetta. See, like, if I really like a structured, just like linear game, I will play it through hundreds of times. Like, I platinumed Bayonetta. And that took forever because you have to play like easy mode, medium mode, get all the like ravens or whatever.
Mhm.
But I will not. The open world, man, I don't know, it's too much.
Yeah, like I have to be like really committed or like really excited about something to do an open world game. Like it has to be like something special. Like GTA 6, 100% I will play and beat. But
Bless you.
it's also a lot of linear for GTA. It's like you can go and mess around and do whatever. But I mean, at least for like story wise, like the Grand Theft Autos are always pretty good with direction. So,
Yeah, I think
but
the I don't know the last Grand Theft Auto I played. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto since I was like little.
oh, I love GTA 5. I mostly
Uh,
do like the RP stuff, but
oh, nice.
oh yeah, yeah.
I don't have
I did
GTA
like
5, but I know that a lot of people were in the was it Noodle RP server
oh
or whatever?
Doodle, yeah.
Doodle. I know a lot of people were
Yeah,
in
I like
that.
yeah, that's the one I like recently went on cuz D4 and Kenny told me and some other people because we were all on other servers together. Like that's how I met D4 and got into this group and stuff was
Nice.
D4 was playing through RP. And yeah, him and Kenny, I don't know if you know who Kenny is.
I'm gonna be honest.
But
I mean, I know of D4, but I don't really know D4.
oh, fair enough. Yeah, he's just like a friend of
Yeah.
Kenny's, of D4's. But we were all cops together on another server,
Oh, nice.
and then yeah, and then we moved to yet another server with a bunch of us from that one, and then they just came to Doodle and they told me to come. But Spexy also told me to come there too, so I kind of already knew about it, was already going there, but it was just kind of like, yeah,
More
let's be cops
confirmation. Be
again.
like, okay, I know more people there.
Yeah, exactly. And then now we're cops on there, and I already ran into HMC and Spexy and stuff on there, so it was pretty
Oh,
fun.
fun. That's
Yeah.
cute. I don't have GTA 5, but I see some of the clips and stuff of everybody doing it. I'm like, oh, that looks like a fun time. That's
Yeah, no,
cute.
our RP is definitely fun. Yeah. If you get on the right server, like it's pretty good. Like there's a lot of like really toxic servers. Like I don't like the completely gang based ones because it's just not fun. You
The
can't like just
completely
go
what
around and
based
have like
ones?
gang.
Gang. Okay, gotcha. Like
Yeah,
turf
like if
wars
it's
and
like a
shit.
gang. Yeah, if it's just a gang-based server, it's not fun because you can't just have like those goofy adventures with people. Like you can't just like get into like a silly situation and just be laughing about it. Like they
No
take the
bits
gang stuff way
allowed.
too serious. Yeah, like you or Doodle, it's really fun because it's like it's all just people doing bits. Like no one is like super serious about it. It's awesome.
I do like that. I
Yeah,
like when
it's been a lot of fun so far.
that's good. I I've never been on one of those like big ol' servers where everybody's on. Like the
Mm,
like I know a lot of people do like the big old Minecraft servers or the big like RP Rust servers. I've never been in any of those, but I've heard very like and of course it depends on the server, but I've definitely heard some horror stories
yeah,
about servers sometimes. But it's like when it's good, it's really good, but when it's bad, it's really bad from what I can tell.
yeah. Oh yeah. I've only been on really one, well, I guess two now, but like one kind of like bigger Rust server with like content creators and stuff.
Yeah.
That is how I became friends with HMC and Moxie and Banana
Aw.
because D4 invited me to one he was hosting, and yeah, that's how I met everyone and got invited to Chef Cats and stuff was because I
Aw.
met HMC on there, and yeah, we became homies. And Banana and Moxie were my neighbors, so that was awesome. And yeah,
In
same with
Rust.
Nerd and yeah, and Spexy lived across the street from me. This is all in Rust, and it was a really fun time.
That's cute. I love that. That's so
Yeah.
nice. I never know like how I know people. Usually they're like, "Oh yeah, we met because we played this together," and I'm like, "I believe you," and they're like, "You don't remember?" I'm like, "No, dude. I'm sorry. My memory
No,
is
that's super
god
strange.
awful,
Yeah.
dude."
Oh yeah, no, I understand. My yeah, mine is terrible. Like I forget everything. I
I'm
gotta
like,
like set like little reminders. Like I even made like a bunch of notes and stuff for animation and stuff for
for
our
today.
conversation today because yeah, because like I wrote like a bunch of stuff down because I was like I'm not gonna remember everything that I could talk about.
Well, let me get to the questions then, since I didn't realize you prepared so thoroughly. But
Yeah, I came prepared.
hell yeah. Most of the time we just be yapping. So I didn't realize you had a list there. I'll quit. I'll quit just casually yapping, and we'll get to business. The
No,
first
that didn't.
question I believe I sent to you was, "What is your favorite piece of animated media?"
See, I tried to pick just one that is like my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So like I put like a bunch that I really enjoy because I don't like even when people ask you like what's your favorite movie, like I never have an answer because like it all depends on how I'm feeling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um
That I
but like
also have that problem, so I'm like I felt cruel putting the question there, but I do like people to have something positive to bring to be like, oh yeah, I really like this thing. But
mhm.
choosing favorites is hard. So
Oh yeah, like yeah, so I wrote down like a few of my favorites. One being which I didn't think I was like gonna get into, but really like loved it start to finish was Arcane.
really,
Because like yeah, because like I didn't really know anything like about League of Legends, and then I was just like, I don't need to know anything, so I just kind of went into it because I heard people talking about it and like how good it was, and so I just like threw it on one day. And after like a couple episodes, I'm like, I am obsessed. Like I love this show. Like my background is literally Jinx right now on my computer. Like
I've
I
always
went in
loved
hard.
Jinx. Jinx is
Yeah.
Jinx almost got me into League of Legends. I started playing League of Legends for Jinx, and then I immediately stopped after I realized that everyone else who plays League of Legends is god awful.
Yeah,
So
I I re-downloaded it to play and I was just like, why did I do this to myself? Like there's a reason I don't play it, but I was like, oh, I'll give it another shot. I like the show. I'll come back to it.
right.
No, I hated it. Yep, I was like, no, I'm never
you're
gonna
like
play this game again.
you're like, ah yes, I remember.
It all came flooding back why I don't play League of Legends.
Understandable. Yeah, I mean, I tried to play it, but the fan base just I'm a tiny little baby and I want everyone to be nice to me. Oh no, I've been slapped. I've been slapped. Puh, 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 puh.
With a large trout, yikes.
I
That's
know.
a big yikes. Yeah.
And it hurt my little face because of the scales.
Oh, it's like leave little scratchies, just
Yeah, it
ugh.
hurt. It's hurty. But yeah, I like Arcane. I thought Arcane was really good. when it came out, I mean, I still kind of feel like it's overhyped. I don't think it's bad. I just think people think it's a lot better than I think it is.
Yeah, that's fair, and it's
You're
always
not gonna
like
be
subjective.
nice to
It's a
me?
matter of opinion. You know?
What the fuck? Yeah, and like again, I think most of it was like, I thought it was really good. Am I gonna keep playing all the Sonic games? Yeah, I am. Sorry,
Look who you're asking.
Yeah, I haven't been playing Sonic these past couple Saturdays because my work keeps changing my schedule and it's messing up my skis. It's making me mad.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm still playing Sonic, and I think for my birthday month, I'm gonna have just a whole month of Sonic. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about cartoons.
That's on brand. Yeah.
Isn't it? What's so funny to me is like I have now become like the Sonic guy, and I'm like, I don't even feel like I'm like a very comparatively casual Sonic enjoyer, but because most people are not Sonic enjoyers at all, I am just like, I just seem like I'm obsessed.
Yeah, Pregnant Sonic didn't help your case, I don't think.
Pregnant Sonic did not help my case, and what's crazy is like I didn't even do that. That was fucking Alfie. Alfie put that evil upon me.
Handed you the torch and be like, you carry it now.
Yeah. Alfie doesn't even like for real like Sonic, but they were like, hey, you like Sonic, so here's Pregnant Sonic, and now that's gonna become your whole thing. And I'm like, well, I got broad shoulders. I can carry that weight.
There's worse things to be associated with than Sonic or Pregnant Sonic. So I mean,
yeah,
in comparison.
Yeah, it's just cringe. All right, but cringe I can handle. Like it's nothing horrendous. I've only been playing Sonic Adventure 2, but I did beat the Shadow Generations. Anyway, so we were talking about Arcane. I really liked Jinx. I've always really liked Jinx, so I thought that was fun. What I did not think was fun was whenever it came out, I was like, oh, this is good. And then people were like on my ass about me not like basically just like being overly hype on it. I was just like, oh yeah, this is good, this is decent. And they're like, what do you mean? It's like God tier. And I'm like, I mean, it's not bad, but they're like, no, you don't understand. You don't play League of Legends. You just don't understand. I'm like, okay, if you say so.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, like I mean, no, and I don't think it's like the greatest show ever. Like a lot of people make it out to be. I definitely don't think that. It was good. I enjoyed it.
No,
but
it was
like
good.
there's better. Yeah, there's better stuff for sure. I just like Arcane because I do like the animation style. I think it looks pretty slick.
Yeah, the animation style is absolutely gorgeous, and that has never been anything that I've disputed. I'm not like, that is not my like issues with Arcane. I think it is absolutely beautiful, and they did a really good job with the CG there. And let's see. Yeah, that's kind of all I got with that. I think one of my biggest complaints is that they turned a lot of sequences just straight up like into a music video.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that either. That like it's cool, like you know, you make a music video in that style, but like shouldn't be part of the show, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's a cool looking music video, but it sometimes would take away from like the mood of what was going on.
Oh, absolutely.
So that was
like, you know, something serious happening, and then a music video starts.
And then
like, what the fuck?
and then Imagine Dragons starts singing. But yeah, that's one of my like more overt critiques of it. If I were to go through, I'd probably like have more minor ones, like more like nitpicky specific. But I overall really like it. I like Kate and Vi. They just followed the Disney princess example. They have to have someone singing with flowers and birds. See, here's the thing, is like with Disney, I think it works because that's part of it. Like the characters are singing, and it usually goes with whatever's happening. With Arcane, it feels like it comes out of nowhere most of the time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I will say there are some
for sure.
sequences that it works, but there are quite a few that I'm like, huh? We have a music video now.
This is what we're at now. This is it.
Ah.
But another one, like
Yeah, no,
a
you
more
go.
like kind of Western one that I really like is like Invincible. I think that's a great show.
Are you completely caught up?
Yeah, I am. I'm completely caught up.
You like Invincible? I think Invincible's good. I know a lot of people were dogging on it for the most recent like dip in animation quality. And I definitely get where they're coming from, but I'm like, I don't feel like it detracts from the story, and I think they use their budget wisely. Like, you can very distinctively tell where the budget went, you know?
Yeah.
Also, do you want to...
Which is fine.
Which is fine. Like, I understand television animation and how they gotta cut corners in places, and I know some people are just like, why? Like, they're just like, well, you did it here, why can't you just do it the whole thing? And it's like, well, because we only have like $14, so 6 of those dollars are going to go to this, and then the other however many are going to go to this, you know?
Yeah, I did like that they even made like a meta joke about it on the season, which I think was awesome.
I thought that was very funny because, like, as someone who is like really into animation, like, I know those tricks, and I always am like, oh, there they go. Like, they sure did slide that PNG around, but they put motion blur on it, so it wasn't as obvious.
They tricked you.
They tricked you. Well, most people are like pretty keen to it because they like to bitch about it, so they like to be able to see it. But me, I'm just like, I see what you're doing. It doesn't ever take away from me. Yeah. Do you want to pop over?
Same thing when I watch like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One, just real quick. I can just send it to your Discord if it's easier, but if you want to pop over to my stream right quick and see what your little nub looks like, and I'll get to cleaning it up.
Oh yeah. Let me pull you up here.
Yeah, Invincible is very good.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that good?
Yeah, I love it. It looks so good.
No complaints. It looks like you.
No complaints. Yeah, no. 10 out of 10. I love it.
Oh, I'll give it like a little. I'll give it like little hoodie strings or whatever.
Yeah, no, that looks amazing. You're so good at that.
Drawing? Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Been doing it for a while.
See, like, I kind of wish like I had gone through with art in school, because like I was originally in art and started it, but I hated my art teacher. Like,
oh, no.
we did not get along at all, and so I ended up switching to music, which I don't even use the music knowledge that I have from that class anymore. So it's like, I should have stayed with art.
But what were you going to say that I was saying that I'm really into animation so I can see all the stuff, and then I interrupted you because I'm a horrible host. Right. But you were going to say that's like you with
like film and stuff like that. Because I did a lot of that in school, and I was at one point working for like a video production company who did stuff, and like I did editing, a bit of editing and stuff for them. So it's like I noticed like the tricks and kind of edits and stuff that they do a certain way. So it's like I can also see it in like animation too, where it's like you notice like this little tricks they do to save some money and stuff. So it just you see it. So I definitely know it.
I know that there are some people that knowing that stuff sours things, but I just feel like it makes me appreciate it more. Also, I'm like, I don't super get it people who are like, oh, they did this, I can tell. And I'm like, okay, like, me too, buddy, but like, so what?
yeah, who cares? As long as the story is still good, like it doesn't matter. Like, you gotta look at it like a give and take. Like, yeah, some parts are gonna look, not as good, but then they're gonna put the extra time and effort into the scenes that really matter, and it's gonna pop off, and you're gonna have your mind blown. You know what I mean? So it's like you
Yeah.
gotta
You
know
gotta
where
give
you're
them,
at.
yeah, you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt. Let them cook.
Let them cook. Just let them cook.
Dude, they got the ingredients. Leave them alone. They already went to the store and bought them.
Yeah,
Let 'em cook.
jeez. Let them cook, man.
But yeah, I'm just a shameless enjoyer of animation of most kinds. I like stop motion, I like puppeted animation, I love 2D, 3D, like I just like it all. I think it all has its own strengths and weaknesses. And I think a lot of people get stuck in their like weird like hierarchies. It's very interesting to see how like I don't know what the word is, but people are like get real uppity about certain animation styles. I'm like, okay, like there are people who hate 3D like television animation, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's cool for you, but like
Yeah,
I'll
like,
enjoy
okay.
it.
Right, like I'm like, all right, like that's fine. I don't fully get it, but I'm like, it's not really hurting me, I'm just confused.
Yeah, just like, why are you the way you are? Why do you hate everything?
You're allowed to be happy. I hope you're aware. Like, it's not.
Yeah,
We're
you can
past the
like things
point.
just 'cause you
Yeah,
like
dude.
it,
You can like things. It's totally fine. We're past the point of like the childhood playground where you have to be like, oh, I'm not gonna like that because I'm a big boy. I can't like that stuff because I can't like that.
What will the people think?
What will people think?
Just like it. Just like it. That's no big deal.
I would think it's more like that, but I don't know. I think I don't know what the deal is. Used to, I thought it was because people were ashamed, but I know now that shame does not exist in this world.
It definitely does not. People do not feel shame. Not these days.
Not in this economy.
Not in this economy. You can't be shameful. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta make your breads. Was there you said you really like the Invincible animation, or like just in general the story and all that?
I think it's a combination of both. I think the animation is really nice. But the story, like, it's just what gets me. Like, because like a lot of people sleep on it because, it kind of just looks like, like a typical kind of superhero sort of thing, which it kind of is, but it has its own take on it. And then like once it starts hitting that it's not just like, a little kid kind of comic book show.
It's not like a Justice League. It's not like a Young Justice. It's not like a Batman Beyond. It's its own thing, and it's not really for kids or even teenagers.
Exactly. It's like I feel like in the space of where, especially animation, but like comic book medium is that a lot of people don't go for like the more adult things. They kind of want to open it to like a broader audience, and I just like that it doesn't do that. It knows what it is, it knows who it's for, and it just dives into it. And I like that because it's not just about the violence or the gore, but it also has a good story and good voice acting. The animation's good. It's just overall just a great watch.
Yeah, it's really solid. It's really solid, and it makes sense that it is on the same network property or whatever you call it as The Boys. I think they probably share similar audience.
Yeah, exactly. Putting it on Prime was definitely the right way to go, because I think if I tried to put that on like an actual TV network, I don't think it would have went as well. Like they wouldn't have had the freedom to kind of do it how they wanted to, and it wouldn't have ended up being the show that it is. So, because apparently Prime is just like kind of, they're like, do your thing. Like they're just like, just go for it. Like they don't, I guess they don't really tell them what they can and can't do, sort of thing. So I respect that.
From
Even,
my understanding, they are like, here's your money, do what you want with it.
Exactly. Just, you know what? Make your show and then just let us know when you're done.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a little bit of like a double-edged sword in a way, because in the same way that they will just be like, yeah, you do what you want, they also don't provide a lot of marketing for them. So it's kind of up to word of mouth or like the team themselves to market their own thing, which is kind of unfortunate. Unless it's like, I don't even know. I guess Invincible is one of the ones that they will market a little bit, but I don't feel like they do the same way that they would do like The Boys or like one of their other properties. There's a very few properties that they actually will go out of their way to like do business for. Hey, Gollum.
Yeah. Hi, Gollum. Yeah, I don't even think it would get as much like advertising as it does now if it wasn't like such a big hit. Because like I didn't even know what it was for the longest time.
Oh yeah,
it got like, oh yeah, let's check this out. And
it got no marketing until recently because people were just finding it. How's it going so far? It's going good. We're yapping about Invincible.
Yeah. Well, I actually meant to ask you, have you ever played the game Such Art or heard of it?
Such Art?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that's like a game you might be into, because it's just like, it's literally just making art and like painting and drawing and stuff like that, and you have like different mediums and canvases and tools and stuff you can make it with. It's pretty sweet. It's on Steam. I feel like you would like it. Like, I love playing it, so I definitely, recommend checking it out. It's pretty sweet. There's a story mode or a sandbox mode, but it also, like, you can like generate random prompts if you don't know what to draw. It'll just like give you random things if you want to draw it, just for like some guidance.
Just for funsies.
It's just a for funsies game. Like, there's really no wrong way to play it. So you can just kind of do your own thing. And then you can have like a gallery where you can post and look at stuff. And then I think that people can go on your gallery and like look at all your stuff and everything like that. I think that is something you can do. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I definitely recommend checking it out.
I'm looking at it now. I'm seeing stuff everyone makes on it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Someone did like an Uzumaki.
I started doing like a Kaneki thing. Let me find it. There's like a big art. It's a big painting. I don't think I have it anymore. Picture. Anymore. Actually, I'm just gonna open the game. I have it installed. I'll just open it.
Shit. Someone made a full like Bendy and the Ink Machine inspired room. Very cute.
Yeah, everything
Hey,
is paintable and drawn on, even the walls and everything. It's all up for you. You can do whatever you want. And like, I like doing a lot of no, it's gone forever.
We don't get a face today. What do you mean? My face is here. One of the animated series, you got into the book recently. It's more mature though. I don't think that's true. Because I followed the books as well, and I think they are pretty close. Like, as far as like following. Oh, you're talking about Sylar. That's Sylar's little profile picture. I don't think he has a lot of like art of himself.
No, I don't.
But But yeah, it's I'm into Invincible. I have looked into the book. I've seen a little bit of it. It follows pretty closely to the comic. I think there are some places that it's kind of like changed character arcs a little bit, but mostly it's more or less the same. Have you read the comics at all, Siler?
No, I haven't. Which is weird because I do read comics, but I haven't read that one.
What
I
comics are you
mostly
into?
read like I usually read Daredevil.
Well, Daredevil's your
Daredevil's my
favorite, right?
favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Daredevil's
I
my
feel like I
favorite
remember you
character.
say that. I
Um,
liked the
I also like to read.
Daredevil the show that was on Netflix. I liked that when it was. I guess they have like a continuation now,
Yeah,
or
they
is
now
it
that they
completely
can. Yeah,
different?
no, it's the same but also different. It is a continuation of the Netflix show. It's just now officially in the MCU.
Mm.
Um, on Disney Plus. But it is a continuation of the original show. Same cast and everything, same story. It evolves from it. But the vibe of the show is a little bit different, especially this first season that just ended. It was a lot different. It was really slow. It had a lot less action and fight sequences in it. It was more about the dialogue and the actual story. But when it goes in, it goes hard. But there's a lot to set up for the next season, so I think that's why it was kind of slower. They had a lot to set up because I mean, the show was off the air, like off for like it was like 5 years or something. So I mean, they kind of had some stuff to kind of get through, but it was worth watching. The next season's going to be really really good.
I don't have Disney
There's
Plus, or I would definitely watch it because, like I said, I was very into the one that was on Netflix. And hello, Doraco. Thank you for popping in, and thank you. I try to be at least semi decent at art, so I appreciate the compliment.
somewhat decent, yeah.
Somewhat decent. It won't make your eye. It won't make you go blind with how ugly it is, at least. Yeah, welcome in. I'm glad that fate has brought us together on this day, getting randomly recommended my stream. And I'm streaming on YouTube. Siler, if you're like,
I
who
was
the
wondering.
hell
I
are
was
you
like, I
talking
didn't
to?
see anything. Yeah, I was like, am I
Yeah.
just broken? No. Okay,
No,
that makes sense.
I'm on YouTube. I was like, I should have said something, but I was like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's whatever. I was just a little
You're
bit
like-
confused, but yeah.
You're like, who
yeah.
the hell are you talking to?
What the fuck?
Those are
Yeah,
just my
I should
demons.
start multi-streaming, but I'm just lazy. I don't want to set it up.
Yeah, well, my thing is I'm also extremely lazy. Once you set it up once, it's pretty much like good to go. It's like
Yeah, I might have to do
pretty
that.
easy. But doing it once is like that's the hurdle, you know.
Because I used to only stream on YouTube
Mhm.
before I was on Twitch, and then I just kind of stopped, and it just never went back.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Did you have another animation that was on your favorites list?
Yes. I kind of picked like a bunch of different things for like different styles and kind of mediums. Like,
Yeah.
I really love the shared DC animated universe that they had because it wasn't like the kids shows, it was like more adult ones. And it
Mhm.
was like a whole shared universe, and it's so good. I don't know if you've watched any of them, but like they're so
I have
good. Like
not. I was interested in watching the like Harley Quinn show, because I am not an original individual, and I just really like Harley. I started reading her comics, like New 52, and I kept up with those for quite a bit, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
stopped reading them. I just got busy, and then I didn't have money, so I stopped. But I really like those. Those were really fun. So if my entry
recommend-
point would be Harley Quinn probably. But what do you recommend?
Yeah. I think my favorite one is the Flashpoint Paradox.
Is
It's
that the one with the other Flash that the meme comes from, where he's like, Barry, I jerked you off at like supersonic speeds, and it made it seem like you came really fast or whatever.
I don't think
Do
I've
you
seen
think?
that meme.
Okay, hold on. Let me go find it, because now I sound like a crazy person. uh,
Yeah, but basically, like, it's kind of what the live action Flash movie was based off of, was this storyline. It's just that movie just was bad. But the animated version is really good. But basically, like, the Flash saves his mom, but it changes the entire universe. And it's pretty dope. It gets really dark, like in that movie, like um Bruce Wayne's the one who died in that alleyway, and his dad became Batman, but his mom went crazy and she became the Joker. So it's pretty interesting.
I have heard of that one.
Yeah, it's really good. It's one of those. It's one of the movies that like I go back and watch every now and then because it's just so good.
That has been on my list. I just have not gotten around to it. Also, I sent you the thing. It's 12 seconds long. Watch at your own discretion. It has word boner in it.
Oh, that is the movie I'm talking about. That is it. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the right movie. Yeah,
But you read the.
it's fucking
Oh,
good
you
though.
mean the April Fool's one? I did not read the April Fool's Harley comic that came out, but I am very aware of its existence and its plot, and it is 100% fetish material. It's interesting that it exists,
know this
but
one.
not interesting enough for me to get into it. And it's edited. Oh, I know that's not really the story, because if that was really the story, I would lose my mind.
And looking it
Um,
up, I don't think I know that one.
the Harley Quinn one I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm looking it up now to see. Uh, is it like the fartacular
It
silent but deadly one?
sure is.
Ah,
It's about Harley Quinn, and she's talking to Poison Ivy, and Poison Ivy does a little poot. She says pooty toot, and then Harley makes a big ass deal about it, and then Ivy gets embarrassed, and then Harley goes on a big ass unnecessary adventure trying to be like, you shouldn't be embarrassed, and here's why. And it's just like really excessive. And then there's like a ton of fart jokes. And then the Plastic Man shows up and like becomes her like skin tight suit to suppress her farts. And it's
what?
really gross and weird. Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, I had
Yeah.
not heard of that. That is wild.
I'm sorry, Dorako. I'm sorry you had to hear about the Harley Quinn's fartacular again, because I think I've talked about this month at some point. I don't know. I don't remember who I talked to about it. I think it was Sherlock. You bought that comic? Well, what did
Why?
you think about it? Well,
Yeah,
it's crazy. So hearing about it, yeah, it's 100% fetish material. So it's like, cause it's a weird novelty, you know. I feel like in comics you see shit like that, and it's such like a strange thing that it like there's like a weird desire to get it, because it's like this thing is not gonna exist again. You know what I mean?
it's just like it's a one and done. Let's just see with what we can get away. Like not so much get away with, but it's like let's just fuck with people a little bit and just give them something completely bananas.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. That's so weird. Yeah, I'd not heard of that, but that is just something.
Yeah, the thing is, like, the story itself is like pretty benign, but there is like weird shit in it. It's nothing like
Mhm.
it's nothing like over the top, like vile and disgusting. It's just like, all right, that's gross, but like whatever, you know?
Mhm.
Like, I think the
Yeah, that
weirdest part of it is the like plastic man becoming like a fart absorbing like latex suit. I'm just like, I don't know why we needed that.
yeah, that was the kind of the part, like, when you're talking about, like, the farting and stuff, I was like, "Okay, yeah, I can see that," and then, like, as soon as you said that, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Yeah, like that I think
who
is
comes
like
up with
the
this?
most egregious. There's also a part of like James Joyce like smelling the farts from her ass, and I'm like, all right, that's
This is a
weird.
thing that's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I guess like that's canonically a thing that James Joyce really enjoys farts. He has like love letters that he wrote to his like beloved or wife or whatever, where he's just like, ah,
Mhm.
yes, please fart on me. I'm like, that's cool. Good for you, buddy. And like I have
Hey,
mixed
whatever does
feelings.
to you.
I have mixed feelings about that knowledge being around because you know that wasn't like public. Those were like private things that he had with his wife. So I'm like, it's not really fair. That's just like his fetish, and that wasn't really meant for like human beings to see. It's not like he was like in public, like with his nose up her asshole or anything. So I'm just like, he
Yeah,
wasn't
it's kinda
hurting
fucked up.
nobody. He wasn't hurting nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty harmless, you know? Leave the guy alone. Let him just
Let
let
him
him enjoy his
live, or
farts.
let him die. I guess
Yeah,
he's dead.
yeah.
Let him
Yeah, let
rest.
him enjoy it let him enjoy the farts from beyond the grave.
Unless DC changes drastically within the year, what's actually stopping them from doing more? What is actually stopping them? I mean, they could, because just like the spectacle of it all probably sells. But they've been doing like crazy crossovers recently. Like, I got the Sonic XDC crossover. Everyone is shocked and
Oh, yeah, I saw
surprised.
that.
It's really
Yeah,
cute. It's really cute.
and then there's, like, I think it's the Justice League versus Godzilla,
Yeah.
like
There was another, like,
which
kind of out there one that I was like, what? But I can't remember what it is now.
trying to think of what other ones because I know
They're just doing, like, a lot of
there's
crossovers recently.
yeah, and then they did the Justice League and Ruby movies, which I thought was a
Yeah,
weird
that's
one.
crazy. Like, what?
Yeah, it's like that's like a combination I wouldn't have expected. Like, I like
The
Ruby, but, like,
Ruby? Yeah.
yeah, I was just like I was not expecting that.
Yeah, they're really open with their IP, which isn't a bad thing, but it does create some, like, pretty interesting crossovers.
Yeah, I think, like, being way too open like that is, like, it's fun because it creates, like, kind of newer things you wouldn't expect, but at the same time, I feel like it kind of diminishes the IP a little bit because it's just, like, you get some really ridiculous ones where it's just can be, like, it's hard to take DC serious anymore, you know, because they're just doing
Well,
everything, like, there's Batman and Scooby-Doo one, I'm pretty sure is a thing.
well, Batman and Scooby Doo have been a thing since like the 70s or 80s.
Mhm.
They had like
Yeah, that's
old like
true.
Adam West Batman on Scooby Doo, like cartoon style.
At least, like, the Ninja Turtles kind of make sense. I think that one it's out there, but it also, like, it doesn't surprise me that that was the thing because I mean, you know, they're all ninjas. I mean, there's animorph kind of
Yeah,
things in the DC universe, so it's like that one's not too bad. That one's not
yeah,
too out there. Like, I was like, that's a pretty plausible one.
yeah. Those are both Warner Brothers properties. Yeah, so that makes it pretty easy to do crossovers. Hey, Despair
Hmm.
Bear. Um, but yeah, I don't know, cause like I feel like comic books have always been something that was very open to crossovers until like recent years. Because like
Hmm.
DC would be like in the cartoon, like just like in Scooby-Doo. And then like there would be a lot of even like DC Marvel crossovers, and I feel like those are like really hard to do nowadays because like so many
Yeah.
people are so like, you know, they're so touchy with their IP, especially like Disney with Marvel and like Sony and stuff. But yeah, I mean, you like go and you look into it, like even old time, because initially I guess like they were for kids, so I don't think they were as like serious with stuff. And that wasn't all necessarily true. Like I feel like there were darker ones, especially like around late 80s, 90s is when I think comic books were really trying to like get more edgy.
Yeah, yeah, like with like Alan Moore and stuff, kind of started going in like a different sort of direction, which I mean, kind of led us to kind of where comics are now for the most part, where it was not just edgy, but it was more serious, taken more
Mhm.
seriously. But I mean, I think it's good to have both, be it
Yeah,
have it be goofy, but also have the serious, because sometimes you just want a funny comic, you just want to like just
you just want
see
something
something
silly.
goofy happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's totally fine. Like I love Spawn. And I just don't know how much
Yeah,
edgier you can get than like Spawn.
it's weird you brought up Spawn. I was watching the anime today while I was working. I was
The
watching the Spawn
anime? There's a
anime.
Spawn anime? I know that there's like an
It's from the
old.
90s. Yeah, it's like a
Is it the
cartoon. It's not like anime
HBO?
anime.
Is it the HBO
Yeah,
series?
yeah, the HBO
The
one.
HBO
Yeah.
series is kind of slaps.
Yeah, like I remember watching it when I was like way too young to watch it, like when it was first coming out. And I was just like, this shit fucking hits hard. And I was thinking like earlier, I was like, they haven't really done like much with Spawn, like obviously the
I
comics and stuff, but like
know.
in the terms of like other than that, like because I know there's like a movie that they've been working on forever, which I'm just convinced is never gonna happen.
I'm
Um,
not convinced the next Spawn movie is gonna happen. They had a live
yeah,
action Spawn movie. Can't remember who
it
played
was like in the '90s.
Spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one. You have thousands of characters, not all of them have to be Frank Castles. Exactly. For sure.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. I completely agree, 100%.
Yeah, we don't all need a Frank Castle. Sometimes we can have a silly little Spider-Man or like a Moon Knight who is like
Or fucking
somewhere in
Jeff the Land
between.
Shark. You know what
Or
I
Jeff
mean?
the Land Shark. Yeah, like there's for every like Frank Castle or Daredevil, there is like a Gwenpool or like a sassy little guy. And I think that's fine. That's allowed.
Yeah, that's great. I love that.
I think
'Cause
that's
it's about
kind of
balance. You know what? 'Cause if everything's serious all the time, like it gets to
yeah.
a point where it's just not entertaining. It's just like, you know what? It's just the same old drab kind of grim
Like
thing.
I get it, you're sad.
You're
Jesus.
emo. Okay, I get it, man.
God, I get your dad is dead. Get over it.
Ugh. Go to therapy, dude.
Yeah,
Like, come
consider
on, get over it, dude.
therapy. Get away from the bats.
I want to see that comic where instead of becoming Batman, he just
He
goes to
just gets
therapy.
therapy.
Yeah, it's just therapy. It's like
Alfred's
The
just like,
Sopranos, like where it's just like him just talking to a therapist, like
uh,
instead of being Batman. Like,
Alfred just shows up and he's like, really, Master, maybe you should just talk to somebody. Why are you in the cave?
why are you here? Why are you in a cave?
Why are you in a cave? You know that you have bazillions of dollars. You can just hire a therapist.
Yeah,
No.
just you can buy the world's best therapist. Just spend your money, man. You don't got to beat up criminals in a suit. Just see a
It doesn't
therapist.
have to be this way. What is wrong with you?
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, what is there? I think the second question is hire the vigilante to find your parents' murderers. Yeah, you don't have to do it yourself, dude.
Yeah, just throw some money at it. Like, you could find someone.
Bro, you have
Get
more
like a
money
really
than
good
God.
PI. Yeah,
For
get like a
real.
really good PI, man.
Yeah. Wonder if Bruce in therapy would improve Gotham in any way. I mean, Bruce out of therapy doesn't seem to be improving Gotham much.
Yeah, he doesn't really make a difference. Like, it's just kind of like he doesn't do anything. He just, oh, I'm gonna beat up some criminals. They'll go to jail for a little bit, and then they'll get back on the
And they'll
street.
escape.
Or they'll go to Arkham, and they'll escape, and then it'll just be back to normal.
And
Like,
back we go.
that is the normal for Gotham, and I don't think Batman's helping.
Yeah, I think he's just, giving, he's like indulging them in a way.
Yeah, exactly, because they wouldn't exist or keep going if he wasn't around. It's like the Dark Knight Returns comics. Like, it's like the Joker, after Batman retired, Joker went catatonic in an insane asylum and just kind of kept to himself for so many years, and then Batman came back and he just like woke up and
Found
became the
purpose
Joker
again.
Yeah, it's just like you got to look at that example. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's like,
just wants
without
to Fight
Batman, what
Club.
do I do?
It's fine.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
Fight Club. Not about improving Gotham. Yeah, he just wants private Fight Club. SMH my head, Batman. Under the guise of vigilantism. What's that Batman the Animated Series episode where Batman is on trial? I'm not as familiar with that series as I would like to be, so I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've watched it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for popping in, Draco. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We're gonna be doing this just about every day, drawing and hanging out, so if you like a chill time, keep your peepers out. What do you mean, damn it? Oh, that I don't know. Only Batman series you're familiar with? I liked Batman Beyond. I only saw a couple episodes that were on TV, but I remember liking it when I saw them.
They also did like this like live action short recently with did you ever watch Titans? Yeah, did you ever watch Titans? Like the live action one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, the first couple seasons of that is really good. Because it's like they're not teens, but the Titans grown up and like they weren't the Titans anymore. And it's like Robin is like not really Robin. He's moved out away from Gotham and stuff. It's like he's a detective in Detroit, and then he starts meeting like the other Titans like Raven and stuff, and it's pretty sweet actually. It was pretty good. It was like it was an R-rated show though. It wasn't a kid show. Yeah, like it's pretty brutal though. Like the first scene you like see Robin actually in the Robin suit, like he beats the fuck out of these dudes and like grabs a dude's face after he smashed a car window and like drags his face through the broken glass and stuff and beats the hell out of him.
Good Lord, have mercy.
Fuck Batman. Yeah, he's like fuck Batman, like because they made a joke about Batman not being there, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and it's
like
it was interesting.
Batman can suck my fat hog, dude. I'm killing you right here in front of God and everybody. Which Robin was he? To my knowledge, the Titan Robin is the one that becomes Darkwing.
Yeah, Dick Grayson. Yeah, that's the one in the show too.
Okay.
Yeah, like Dick Grayson's all grown up.
Okay.
Because I think Damian becomes part of the Teen Titans eventually too.
Damian is like mistaken. Bruce Wayne's like biological kid, right? And then Dick Grayson was adopted from the circus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was Jason Todd who gets murdered by the Joker.
Oh. You fuck Jason. You weren't good enough, or you would have lived.
They even get into that. They even bring in Jason Todd on Titans too. It's pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like they go into like the Red Hood and Nightwing. Like his Nightwing suit's pretty cool and all this shit. Like it was a pretty good show. Like it got canceled I think after 3 seasons.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, they could have done more, but it was good.
I think a lot of people. Yeah, well, a lot of people go into things with what they want the show to be. Grayson is a good one. I think that all of the Robins kind of like have a rebellious phase to them at one point and the other. To my knowledge, I say this speaking out of my ass. I've never read a single comic with Robin in it. This is just my understanding.
Yeah, they all kind of do.
Yeah.
Watch Under the Red Hood, the Batman movie. It's an animated one. It's really fucking good because it goes into like Jason Todd and his death and stuff. It's pretty good.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I do like an animated series.
And also has the voice of Jensen Ackles as the Red Hood, which is pretty sweet.
I don't know how to tell you. I don't know who that is.
You never watched Supernatural?
No.
Oh, you must be like one of the only people who doesn't know who he is.
I'll use Google.
You've probably seen him online. I guarantee.
I'm sure I've seen the Supernatural boys around.
Yeah, he plays one of the boys. He's one of the boys.
He's one of the boys. Okay.
Yeah, he's Dean.
He's Dean. Okay.
Yeah.
He's the one that everyone wants to kiss, the angel guy.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Just make him fuck and make it canon. That's all anyone wanted.
That's all
like,
they
that's
wanted.
all they wanted.
All they wanted was that guy to kiss the angel man and probably fuck. All right, just do it off. No bless for me. Damn it. My blessing got took away.
Yeah.
John DiMaggio Joker?
Yeah, John DiMaggio does the voice of the Joker, and it's good.
Is that's Jake of Finn and Jake, yeah? John DiMaggio? Or is that somebody else?
I think it might be. He also did Bender on Futurama.
Yeah. It's the same guy.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah.
I got it.
Hmm. It's a great fucking movie though. Like that's one I've watched a bunch of times too.
Let's see. Hello. I don't know what that first thing is. Konnichiwa. Channel. Yeah. You seem to be big into like comic books and like comic book media. Are you like DC? Do you know more about DC? Because it seems like you're like, maybe it's just because what we've been talking about, but it seems like you're pretty knowledgeable on DC.
Yeah, I know quite a bit about both Marvel and DC. Like, I don't have a preference. I like both. You know, I'm not like a fanboy of
Either
one
way
over the other. Yeah, like I like characters in both. Like, you know, like Daredevil's my favorite character, but like the Flash is like my second favorite character. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I like both. So I have like subscriptions to both to read on like my tablet, so I can just chill in bed and read comics and stuff.
So I assume you're already caught up on the Sonic and DC crossover.
No, I'm not actually.
I'm pretty sure there's only 1 or 2 issues. I think they're only gonna make like 4 or 5. I can't remember.
Yeah, the thing about the sucks about the apps though is like I don't get the comics when they first come out without paying a premium for it. Like on top of the regular subscription, you have to pay like an additional subscription.
I see. So you're gonna,
I just wait for them to hit that. Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, I will say that the one that I have is very cute. I don't think it's anything crazy, but it's a fun little time, and I like who they matched the characters up with. I think it's very smart who they have like paired everyone up with. How much is the premium?
I definitely want to read it. Let's see here.
Probably more than $0 if I had to guess.
It's definitely more than 0.
Train? Can I help you?
Train.
Got something to say over here.
Yeah, sheesh.
But he's like, y'all motherfuckers talking about DC in there? Yes, we are. Shut up. Your life. I don't know how much premium is. I don't know how much unpremium is because I don't read. That's not true. I read a little bit.
Yeah, the base subscription isn't too much. I think it's like $10 a month or something. Like it's not expensive. But I'm trying to see. It's DC. It's not giving me the prices.
I like trains. Welcome in, Eric. But yeah, what is something? I think the next question is, what is something that you watched recently that you're pretty into?
It's not like the last thing I watched, but it is pretty recent. Is X-Men 96.
Oh, I've heard that's really good. I don't have Disney
really
Plus
good.
though, so I just get to eat shit about it.
Yeah, it's really good, and like
I saw Gambit with like the slutty crop top, and I was like, oh, that was almost enough for me to get Disney Plus, but
oh yeah, it's
it put me over the edge.
I watched like the original cartoon growing up,
right?
And it's like a continuation of it, but they like upped the animation style and like made everything like better, like animation wise and like story, and the fight scenes just look amazing, and it's so good. Yeah,
I remember
it's so good.
seeing a couple episodes of like the old X-Men show, but I think it was like pretty early seasons. I don't know how many seasons it got, but I remember the episode, and I might say this and then it be a completely different show. I'm not sure. But I like the episode where there's the guy. Oh no, Nightcrawler. Jesus. They like get Nightcrawler, like he gets like his human disguise so he can go to high school. And I always liked Rogue. Maybe it's because she's like Southern, or maybe it was because her hair was really cool, but I liked her.
I think the one where he goes to school was a different one.
Is that a different X-Men?
I think that was a different show, yeah, because I do like remember that.
Whoa, it was one of the X-Men shows. It was the one where Rogue has the red hair and the little white streaky thing. And they went to school. Is that an official Dinobot logo or a stylized one? X-Men Evolution? Is that a different one?
Oh yeah, that's a different one.
Oh,
I do remember
okay. Well, then I'm talking about, that's the only one I know. I am full.
Yeah, it's an older one. Like I don't even like, what was the actual air date of the original one? It was a long time ago, because they ended
probably
in
80s.
1997. First episode air date was 1992.
Oh.
Yeah, and it had 5 seasons. Yeah, I just looked it up on the interwebs.
Yeah, I guess I am clearly thinking of something else.
Yeah. I do remember X-Men Evolution though. I do remember that.
Yeah, because whenever I saw X-Men Evolution, I don't remember seeing Gambit in it, and he definitely wasn't wearing any sort of slutty crop top.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Gambit, look at you, dog.
I think I would have remembered. I remember the characters that I thought were hot, which was apparently Rogue and Nightcrawler. Official Dinobot logo. Awesome. Is that like Transformers Dinobot? Or is it some other thing? I know nothing really about Transformers. I saw the like movie from the 80s, and that was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was like, I'm not like huge into Transformers either. Like, obviously watched as a kid and like the newer, not even all like the live action movies. I haven't even seen them all. But like the one I watched the most, I think, was Beast Wars. Is like the most for Transformers I watched was Beast Wars. I don't know if you ever watched that one.
I have not. I don't think I've watched any Transformers outside of the cartoon movie from the 80s, and that was recently. Because I saw a clip of it where a planet was making a very cartoony noise to eat other planets, I think is what it was doing. The thing, it makes this noise, and I'm not exaggerating. It goes...
I'm looking it up.
Go, I think his name is like Omicron. Eat a planet. Watch Transformers Animated. All episodes are free. I probably would. I've seen just that episode, or that movie. I think that's the 86 movie. What is that guy's name? I'm gonna sound stupid. Is it it's like Orwell or something? I might be wrong. Unicron. It wasn't Omicron. Unicron is the planet eater. I'm trying to think of the voice for the planet. The planet that eats other planets. His name is like Orwell or something. Wells. Orson Welles. I think he's the voice of the planet. Orson Welles. Yep, I combined his name.
Oh, he's about to eat the planet.
Does it have the noise where he goes, "Ow"? That's my favorite part. Also, that movie is so crazy because, like, in the first, like, 10 minutes, they kill off. So the Unicron is the creator of Slippery Surfer? Is that true? I don't... You're saying things, and I'm like, I don't even know what any of those words mean. So I'm just gonna trust you. Orson Welles plays a planet that eats other planets, and he goes, chomp.
Chomp. Chomp on his ass.
I love it. But yeah, that movie's crazy because in the first 10 minutes, they just straight up like murder half of like the main cast. Like, this is like people's favorite characters, and they're like, we're gonna kill Megatron, we're gonna kill Optimus Prime, we're gonna just get rid of like half of these motherfuckers that like these children love so much. I was like, that's a bold move.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids. I'm like, damn. I can't imagine being in the 80s watching this movie with a child. Like, they must have been crying. Like, I can't believe Optimus Prime straight up fucking dies.
That's crazy. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I might have to rewatch it. Yeah, I might have to rewatch it. I haven't watched it. You should.
It's crazy. I never saw it as a child. I only saw it as an adult, and I was having a good time the whole time. I had no expectation for what this movie was going to be, but you're kind of surprised Transformers haven't parodied, homaged the Silver Surfer. Are they related a lot in themes, or is it just because they're like in space? I think it's because ignorant.
Like it's because oh fuck, what's his name?
What's his face?
Oh my god, I know it, and I'm gonna feel like I'm so stupid. He's gonna uh, Galactus. That's the name. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I was trying to. Yeah, because
Galactus.
Galactus eats planets. Yeah.
Oh, giant man eat planet. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
He's also making his MCU debut very soon in July. Fucking Fantastic Four movie. I'm pretty hyped. They're
I'm
gonna do
not sure if I'm
Galactus
gonna
right
go.
this time.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna see the Fantastic Four movie, and it's not because of the movie. It's because like I'm pretty against like AI, and they've been kind of using it in a lot of like the promotional material.
Yeah, I did see that. I definitely don't like AI. I think it's stupid. Like I think it has its purpose, but not for art and media like that. I don't think that's the right place to use. Like it can be useful for other things, but it should stay away from actually art-based things.
Yeah. But you're making a joke on Galactus being a planet eater. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know enough. I'm too dumb. You guys are making like 40 chess jokes and I'm too stupid. I'm playing checkers over here and you guys are making like in-depth jokes that I don't get. One of the writers of Transformers G1 in the 1986 movie drunkenly threatened to shoot Orson Welles. Oh my god!
That's wild.
Why? You watched Fantastic Four movies and none were worth watching them? The new one looks decent. So if they make another one statistically, it's going to be bad. I don't remember much of the Fantastic Four movies.
Oh, they were bad.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Bad. Yeah. This looks a lot better. I was skeptical too about the new one, but like based on the trailers, it does look awesome.
It doesn't look bad.
And
I like the kind of like the old stylized, like almost like Astro 1940s Jetsons look they're kind of going for. I think that's cool.
I do think that's cool. Yeah.
I do think that's cool. But I think I'm just gonna have to miss it just based off of like the AI thing kind of icked me out. And I'm not like to the point where I'm like, you shouldn't fucking watch that movie or you're fucking shitty and you support AI. I'm not that deep in the woods with that. It's just like my personal dollar is not gonna go to the movie.
Yeah, honestly, if I wasn't like a huge fan of Pedro Pascal like I am, I don't think I would go either.
Oh, but, Pedro like, Pascal's a sweetheart.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's the guy. He's the guy.
Well, whenever the movie comes out, I'm sure we will eventually play Rivals together. I'll have to ask you what you think about it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm more excited for the new Superman movie though.
Really?
Because they come out within like a couple weeks of each other, but the new Superman I think looks really good. Pretty fucking.
See, that's another one I don't know anything about. I have like approximate knowledge of comic books, but like I am not like a huge comic book reader, and I'm not like huge into like lore. I've had a couple of friends that are like deep into it, and so I kind of know like by proxy, but I'm basically always going off of secondhand information.
Yeah, I think why this one is gonna be better is because like I don't think you don't need to have been watched any other movies or anything, because it's like the reboot of the DC universe. They're gonna make it more like the MCU, so you don't actually miss anything. So it's like it's not an origin of Superman, which I like. They're skipping the whole him becoming Superman thing. He's just already Superman.
He's like already established.
Yeah, he's already been around for like a few years, and so he's not new. He's already kind of confident and good at it. So I like that. I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think that people are kind of over the like origin story of superheroes, because I think most people kind of get it.
Yeah, that's what James Gunn said. He's just like, everyone knows the stories, like the origin stories of Batman and the Flash and you know, in Superman, like you already know them, like so they're just skipping them. Like it's just
Is James
they're
Gunn
just gonna be those
doing the
characters.
new Superman?
Yeah, he is
Oh,
in charge
nice.
of the entire new DC universe. Like he's like head of DC Studios now.
Pretty sick.
He's
Also,
yeah,
I am so sorry. That is old. I don't know why that's still there. There's no more, like, I'm not having a subathon right now, so the incentives don't work. I apparently took off the incentives and forgot to take off the message. So I'm so sorry that doesn't work.
sucker.
This was for
No, I'm just
YouTube.
kidding.
No. Oh no, poor robot. I've been told there was a robot that killed itself in Korea because it was sad. It threw itself down the stairs.
That's some shit.
I am a bad streamer.
Why are you gonna bring it down like that?
Yeah, poor little robot.
What did he ever do to anyone?
He committed sewer slide. He don't want to be on. He don't want to live a robot life anymore. Him die. I'm sad.
Much sad.
Give me
Poor
the
guy.
Howard the Duck prequel MCU movie Disney. I mean, they did put Howard the Duck in like one of the post-credit sequences.
He's
I
been
think
in a few times, and then they did a whole "What If" episode about him.
But they didn't actually make a movie. Cowards.
No, yeah, they should though. Like a Howard the Duck just in the MCU movie would fucking be wild.
I want him to go full crazy with it. Like, be goofy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like in. Did you see the "What If" episode? With
No,
him in it?
I don't have Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, that's right. We keep coming back to you don't have Disney, but
I
it's like
know.
him and Darcy from the Thor movies, like had a baby, and
Ew.
it's like the most powerful being in the universe. Like it's so weird. It's so goofy.
That's that is gross.
Yeah, it's like unexpected, but it's so funny.
That's funny,
Like,
dude.
Yeah, they went silly with it, and I
I
appreciate
appreciate that. Yeah, go. Don't take yourself too seriously. Get weird with it. Like I said, ew, but that's what I want, really. At the end of the day, I want people to get weird with it. Do you want to peep
fun.
over and check your little fellow real quick?
Yeah, I've been watching you draw it the whole
Oh,
time.
okay.
I've just had
Okay.
your stream open. Yeah, I've been watching. It looks good though. I love it. It looks so good.
Thank you.
And it's even got my fat gut, so you nailed it.
Oh no, that's like it's like a little hoodie pocket. Like your little hands are in there.
It's fine. Yeah, I mean that's how I sit, but yeah, also got the gut. So we're
Ain't
good.
nothing wrong with a little with a little pudge.
Exactly. I ain't stressed about it.
I just don't want you
Like
to
equal
think
next
that
time.
I'm trying to make you. I'm
making
not trying
fun
to
of me?
say anything, and I'm making fun of
fun
you
of
or
me?
anything. No,
I'm getting
I
body
know.
shamed on stream right now. It's crazy.
I would never do that. That is a misrepresentation of me and my values. But yeah, I'm so sorry. What did you say you've been watching recently? I think you mentioned it, and I think I went off the rails.
Oh, yeah, it was X-Men 96.
Yes, okay. No, I didn't go off the rails. We did talk about it. Okay.
We did talk about it, yeah.
Okay.
It was just we went on a tangent of
We went on
other
a bit of
things
a
after
tangent.
that, Yeah.
Yeah.
We went on a journey.
Which is beautiful.
Gotta love it. Especially like in a talking stream. You know, that's kind of what you want. So it worked out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like, there's nothing. I only came up with like 3 questions or 4 questions for this because I was like, how long are we gonna be talking? 2 hours? Yeah, that's probably enough. And then like for a minute, I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know, maybe that's too long. I'm not sure. And then I like started getting everyone together, and I'm like, nah, these motherfuckers are yappers. They are
It's been an
professional
hour and a half,
yappers.
it's been an hour and a half. We've only covered 2 questions. So I
There's
think
only 4.
That was the right call. Yeah, exactly.
So I will move on to the next question. What is your least favorite piece of animated media, if you have one?
This is going to be controversial
I'm ready.
because it was so hyped up and big, but I thought it was meh at best, which was Frozen.
Frozen.
Was not a fan. I think it was.
You're like, I didn't get it.
Yeah, like
I can see that. I wasn't like a Frozen diehard, but I was happy that like kids got like this nice representation of a woman kind of just like doing her thing. So in that aspect, I was like, that's nice. I wasn't super impressed with the overall story, and I thought that what was crazy is like I thought the songs were okay. My favorite song in Frozen was the very first one where the motherfuckers were like cutting ice. And everyone was like, that's the worst.
Peaked, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, they're like, that's the worst song in the movie. I was like, you're wrong.
You're wrong,
fucking
and I don't
people
appreciate you telling me differently.
Yeah, I'm like, you're wrong. The ice cutting at the beginning of Frozen is my favorite song in the whole movie, and I don't know why, but I watched Frozen and I was like, yo, this song rips. And then the rest of it was like not as good as I wanted to. And then I was like, meh.
Meh.
Problem solvers, it might have a plot, but I would rather die in my sleep than sit through a full episode. What the fuck is problem solvers?
Yeah, what is that?
With a
Problem
Z.
solvers. With a Z?
Oh! I remember this ugly thing.
Oh, you know what? Seeing the pictures, it kind of brings back memories.
I only remember it visually. I never once watched a single episode because the guy, like, I was just like, fuck this guy, dude. This, like, brown turd motherfucker. I was like, I hate him. Like, even in the, like, promos or whatever, that guy was an asshole. Like, the rest of them were just like, hey, we're gonna do this thing, and then fucking brownie looking bitch was like, I'm gonna eat pizza and ruin your day. And I don't remember
I don't think I
single.
ever watched this. Yeah.
It sounds like for the best.
Yeah. Maybe we dodged a bullet.
Maybe.
Because I like the first thing I saw was Problem Solvers really that of a show? So that kind of gives me just yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch it.
Was it though? I don't know. I'll never know. Because I'll
never know.
You said it only had one season?
Yeah, it only had one season.
Well, if you ever decided you wanted to go watch it, it would be really easy to watch. It would go really fast.
So fast. IMDb gives it a 2 out of 10.
Oh, that good, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's that great.
That good.
That good.
I have not thought about that in so long. Have you seen Indie Cross by Moro? Basically Super Smash Bros. Series with indie game characters? No. And this is something you hate? Indie Cross? This a game? Oh no, it's an animated series. Okay. I'm not really getting... Oh, goodness. I'm kind of just skimming through it. I'm not getting a lot of the plot, but I will say off the bat, the animation is very good. It's got Cuphead, Shovel Knight, I saw Celeste there. Kind of just skimming through. I see Hollow Knight. I'm sure that's from something, but I don't know what it is. It probably tells you what all it's from in there. Oh, I think I saw a Undertale for a second.
Yeah, there's Undertale. Yeah, I pulled up the first episode. The animation looks actually pretty chill.
No, the
I mean, I
animation is
don't know
very
anything about the
impressive.
context, but yeah, I don't know anything about the context of the story, but
I've been
it's pretty
told it's
good.
like Super Smash Brothers, but like indie properties.
Oh,
And you say this is a bad? You say this is bad, or are you just sharing something cool? It looks cool.
yeah, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna watch it later, actually.
Yeah. No, if you guys
It kind of looks, yeah, it looks
indie
cool.
cross episode, I don't know how many episodes it has, but yeah, it looks like it's got some pretty good production behind it. We always want to support independent animators here.
That's
They
right.
got a
That's
lot
right.
of stuff here. Yeah, check out Moro, spelled with a little crossed out O at the end. But no, I have not seen that. Very
Yeah, I'm gonna
good.
watch that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch that.
I'll at least
That kind, you know what? That kind of looks like it fucks. You know, I'm just gonna say it.
I'll say it. Indie
I'll
Cross
say I'm
fucks.
brave. Yeah, Indie Cross Fox did.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've only skimmed through it, but from the skimming I saw, I'll have to agree. Indie Cross fucks. Thank you, Eric, for sharing that. I would have never known it existed. But yeah, so that is Problem Solvers. I'm pretty sure just eat shit. Indie Cross fucks,
definitely.
and what did you say? What was your least favorite? Oh, Frozen. You said Frozen was overhyped.
Yeah.
I won't go so far as to say that Frozen eats shit, but it is overhyped and it is okay. I'll agree with that.
One thing that I watched as an adult that does not hold up, and now I hate it, was the original Pokemon series.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but have you gone back and watched the dub of Yu-Gi-Oh?
No, I can't do it. I don't think I can.
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so good for like different reasons when you're an adult. It becomes like so ridiculous when everything is like, y'all really out here and this is a card game. Like, this full-ass grown adult abducts an old man to threaten a child because he wants his necklace. And then he's like, I'm gonna kill your fucking grandpa if you don't show up to my island and give me my necklace.
I will fuck you up, dog.
I will kill you and your whole family. It's like, Jesus. Like season 1. I only watched like the original. I only watched season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh anime when I was little. And so basically modern politics. I mean but yeah, just like season 1 or 2, just like the Pegasus arc. I think that after the Pegasus arc, it starts taking itself like, it actually starts getting like a plot with like the Egyptians and shit, which is like pretty cool. And but like the first season is like so wild. Like Joey's whole thing trying to like save his blind sister. He's like, well, I guess the only way I can do it is by playing cards on this guy's island to hopefully get the prize money. It's like, well, I mean, I guess that is just how healthcare be, but damn, buddy.
Yeah, that's just healthcare 101.
That's just healthcare. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But it is very funny. Grandpa already old. He lived his life. We will not endanger ourselves on some random island. Yeah, Grandpa, sorry.
Fuck, Grandpa.
You lived your life. Why must I go on the island?
Why must I do this?
But yeah, I do agree that Frozen was like a bit overhyped, but I'm not like
I do like what you said like about like the positive like kind
impact
of
it had. It
for
had
like a woman character, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
she just does her own thing and doesn't care. I do like that aspect of it. I think that was really good. But like yeah, just the overall story
just the
and stuff,
saturation of it, and then like
yeah,
the show, like the movie itself is like fine. It's nothing like like it was like pretty different for like its time. It did, however, create an unfortunate pattern with like Disney movies where then they were like, oh, this did really well, so now we're gonna do it 1,000 times because we don't fully understand why it worked in the first place.
yeah. It's just like let's just copy the same format until it doesn't work anymore, and then we'll try something else.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it was like no, start out with trying to make something good. You know,
Have
just
y'all considered
make
making something good?
Have you tried making it good?
Might I suggest something avant-garde? Make something good.
So controversial.
Controversial
so
and brave. I know.
Yeah.
That's me. But yeah, so I guess we have the last like Disney is ashamed for being Disney. The fact that you think Disney has any shame.
Oh, they don't. Yeah, they're like,
yeah, they have
make as
no
much
shame
money
at
as
all.
possible
They're
we
like,
can.
money,
Yeah.
money. Have fun, yappers. Oh, good night. Oh, so Siler, you can have fun. I have to be miserable yapping. But
Yep,
yeah,
no
thank
fun,
you.
no fun allowed.
I'll be miserable, and you have a good night, XLR. Yeah. Who do you people consider to be golden? Who do I consider to be golden children of animation? I guess I don't fully understand the question. Like, there's a lot of pieces of media that I can point to be like, okay, like this changed animation in this way, and like this changed animation in this way. Like, I can point to Fritz the Cat and be like, that was very influential for animation. I hate Fritz the Cat. I think it is an awful movie. I don't recommend anyone watch it.
Yeah, it's bad.
It did, however, it was a very influential piece of animation for its time. It did a lot for animation in terms of like making it more accessible to adults and making it kind of changing what animation could be in the mind's eye. We all throw shade at Disney and Warner, but acknowledge they can make great works. Who's responsible for those great works within those companies? Oh, you mean people like, you know, the 9 Old Men, or like Don Bluth, or Chuck Jones. Like, you mean like specific creators. Suppose that comes, that's a bit harder, because animation is such a team sport that you can look at directors and there are definitely like certain styles and certain people that like run things, but and there are definitely people who pave the way. Like, if you look at Fritz the Cat, you'd be like, oh, well, Ralph Bakshi really changed the game. You look at, like, was it Katzenberg? As much as I hate that motherfucker, like, did he start DreamWorks?
Let's find out. Google.
I think he did. And DreamWorks really also changed the landscape a lot when it came around with Shrek. You look at Walt Disney,
yeah,
even.
Katzenberg, yeah.
You look at Walt Disney, even, like, without Walt Disney, even anime wouldn't exist. Like, Walt Disney inspired, why do I hate Katzenberg? He's just awful. He's just awful. I don't even know where to start. He's just like a very, like, heartless, business-minded individual who is very petty and does not... I mean, I hate Disney for the same reason I hate Katzenberg. I'm not going to sit here and, like, say I don't like any Disney movies, and I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like any DreamWorks movies. I'm just saying these people are not great people. I'm going to call it as I see it. But a lot of people work on those movies and those products, and I can't hate everyone involved in a production, but I can hate a CEO.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Fuck them.
Because they don't care about their people. They don't care about making art. They don't care about a message.
No, it's just about a bottom line. That's all they care about.
Yeah.
It's like the lower people are the ones who care about making the actual good art and telling the great stories. CEOs don't give a fuck. They're just, how much can we get for this? You know, how much can we make off of this?
Yeah, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, we throw shade at these people because they're kind of just like heartless number crunchers. And, you know, it's one of those catch-22s. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Like, a lot of these things wouldn't exist without their influence. So, kind of take with the good with the bad. You can hate them,
but appreciate what they did.
Yeah.
Know?
Like Disney, complete asshole. Walt Disney, Walter, asshole. Complete dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a scumbag.
Yeah. But, you know, without him, we wouldn't have anime. We wouldn't have... really, like, we might have animation in the Western sense because Max Fleischer and the Fleischer brothers were pioneers a lot of that black and white animation. However, Walt Disney was a lot more business-minded and then made Snow White, which kind of upped the ante for what animation could be at the time. So that was a real game changer. But aside from that, I mean, we could go on the history of animation, but I'm not an encyclopedia.
You don't want to host a tier of talk?
I could, but I just like, I don't know. I only know bits and pieces. I would literally have to like study up before, like I would have to make like video essays, and I'm just like, those video essays already exist. Like Lindsay Ellis makes, I think that's her name. I'm so sorry. She makes a lot of video essays that are about like animation history. I've seen a couple of them. I would definitely recommend if you're interested at all in those stuff. She's like really good about it. I watched her talk about Robin Williams and his place in like Aladdin as the genie, and that's really interesting.
I don't think I've ever heard of that. I might have to check it out.
Do check it out because it's very like, it's very interesting to see, because that was kind of like the first time that they considered using like celebrities to market a movie in Disney, which pissed off Robin Williams because he did not want his name to be like the reason people watched the movie. He really liked animation and he wanted people to appreciate the art and not just to go watch it because his name was on it. So he was like, when you feature the movie, do not use me as a selling point. And then they kind of did that anyway. and that made him mad. He was also simultaneously working.
The second one, right?
Yeah, he didn't come back for the second one, but he did come back for the third one. So I don't know. You'd have to, yeah, definitely watch the movie or the video that she has, because it goes into like a lot more detail, and it's very interesting. And it's cool. I mean, it's not cool, because the company, Disney, was kind of an asshole. But the animators were just really excited to work with Robin Williams.
As they should be.
Yeah, I think that, especially with like a big talent like that, with someone who has such a big personality, so fun to animate. And all the impressions, I can't imagine.
He had to have been fun, like, working with, like, on something like that. Because, yeah, like you said, like, he had such a big personality that, like, it would just be out of this world trying to, like, capture him, but, like, in the best sense. Just, it's like, how can we make him, like, just take this character to another level?
Yeah.
But it's like, and, like, from what I, like, could see is, like, he liked to work with them in that sense of, like, what can I give to the animators? What can the animators, like, bring me up, like, get feedback and stuff like that? And I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But I did want to hear if you had, we don't have a whole lot of time left. I don't know if you have anything planned after this, but I don't want to keep you too long. What is your animation hear me out? If you have one. You said you looked at the questions and you kind of thought about them. Did you come up with something?
Yeah. The only one that I could really come up with, and I feel like this isn't like that big of a hear me out, because it is popular, but it's Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
I think it gets a lot of shit on it just because of like the fan base and stuff. Because some people just like take it way too serious and read the wrong message. And yes, good, okay. Very good. I love it. Yeah, that looks amazing.
I'll send it to you after stream. So, because I'm too paranoid to export the file.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, it's just like, I think the show itself is good. I do enjoy it, and I do appreciate that even with all the shit that went on with the creator, they still fired him and replaced him because he was a piece of shit.
I do respect that.
Yeah, they're just like, no, we're taking it away from you, and they got 2 voice actors who sound exactly the same and aren't pieces of shit that we know of anyway. So I think that was really great that they did that, and very like rare, because usually they would just cancel the show,
right?
But they didn't want to like do that to everybody, and they wanted to keep the show going. So it's just like, let's just get rid of the problem.
You're thankful you don't have to answer this question. I mean, hey, I won't stop you. I won't make you. You're not on the cast. I mean, honestly, if you sat here and was like, I don't want to answer this question, I wouldn't be like, too fucking bad.
Too fucking bad. Start spilling.
You better tell me right now, or I'm gonna eat your mom.
Gotcha. Whoa.
Not sexily.
There you got. I think you got to be like a little more specific.
Just did.
You know? Yeah.
An unsexy consumption of your mother.
Cannibalism at its finest.
Indeed. Not hot, in parentheses.
Yeah, not hot. There you go. You just gotta add the parentheses and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Not hot.
I think that Rick and Morty is a good show, and I know that, like, I feel like it can be a hear me out, because I do feel like at this point it kind of like, I can ban you, your hear me out is not welcome. I won't ban you, but you also don't have to share it. If you think that it's like, if you feel like it's really bad, then keep that between you and the Lord. But I will say that I've had some, I don't know, I have intaked a lot of like questionable media. I don't know that I necessarily recommend the media that I enjoy. However, I'm like not ashamed of it. Like, I'm not gonna go around and like recommend some things to people because I'm like, I don't know where your freak is at. You know, like, I'm not about to put this recommendation on you because I'm like, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, we're straight up not having a good time. But
not having a good time.
But you know, once I get to know people, I'm like, okay, you might like this or you might like that. But
yeah, you just kind of gotta gauge like your recommendations like based on the person. Like that's kind of how I am too. Like I won't recommend movies or shows or anything to people if, like, I'm not sure if they are into that.
Right. Like
So
you're
it's just like, yeah, you know what? If it comes up, it comes up. If not,
right. You're like, if like you're like, I'm not about to recommend like a comic book thing. Are you talking fetish material? Nah, we're just talking about like just shows. Or like animated properties. We're not talking about like the vagueness is not helping. I'm just talking about like shows or like games and stuff like that. Like I'm not gonna recommend Lollipop Chainsaw to everybody. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's very strange. Like that's kind of like a weird one that I've gotten a lot of pushback on. It's a game. And it's not even that
they just
bad.
put a remaster, didn't they?
They did.
So
I was so pissed off at the remaster, and it wasn't even because of the remaster. The remaster was completely fine, and they did change some stuff. But the things that like everyone was all like up in arms about, they're like, "Oh, I hope they don't change anything. I hope they don't change anything." And they changed some stuff, but the things that they were pissed off about were shit that's not even changed. They were like, "Oh, they made her titties less jiggly and less big," and I'm like, "That's not true. They literally didn't do that. That didn't happen. You guys are like hallucinating." They did, however, change one of the voice actors. They changed some of the voice lines, oddly enough, and some of the sound stuff was weird, and I wonder if it's just because like they couldn't find like the original files from the game. They also had to change all of the music because it was copyrighted. Like they just had Skrillex on it on the original game, and they had a lot of like popular pop songs in the original game which they couldn't keep, and there was a lot of like what's the word, cosmetics that they couldn't keep because it was like licensed. Like the original game had like a licensing agreement with High School of the Dead and a couple other anime that they couldn't get again, or they didn't want to. I don't really know where it was, but they didn't get them one way or the other, so they couldn't do that. And they did change shit, and I like was not upset about it, but there were definitely like noticeable changes for me as someone who has played Lollipop Chainsaw forwards, backwards, up, down, left, right. Like I played the shit out of that game, so I notice when like minor things are different. Did they offer replacements? Yeah, they have a lot of different like outfits and cosmetics and new ones that weren't in the original game. And they have like new original soundtracks. Like they changed shit, and I didn't have an issue with it, but everyone was bitching about her titties, and I was like, y'all, fuck off.
Yeah, just chill, dog.
Like, dude, it's not that, it's just a titty. Like, porn exists. Go on the internet, dude.
Yeah, don't bitch about it in a video game. Just go find what you like.
Yeah,
even if they did change something, you know, who cares? It's literally not like a selling point to, at least for me, like that's not a selling point to a game. Like I'm not gonna buy a game just because of that. Right? You know what I mean? Like some people would, but you know.
She's certainly like sexualized in situations, which is like fine. That's not an issue I have. I don't care that she, like, I do care that she's hot. I like that she's hot. But like, I'm not like literally drooling and like frothing at the mouth being like, I hope her titties are jiggling the same, which by the way, I could not tell a difference in the titty jiggling. Everyone was all like, oh, I hope they don't censor it. I hope they don't censor it. And then like they did censor like some of the violence, which was crazy. They censored some of like, yeah. There's like, and maybe it was because I was playing in streamer mode. They might have censored it in that reason. Yeah, but sense. They did censor some of the violence. And again, might have been because of streamer mode. But nobody was bitching about that. They were bitching about shit that wasn't even happening. But yeah, they were like, I played through it on the channel. So I sat there and like was really annoying about it. I'm sure I just was like, oh yeah, this is different. Oh yeah, in the original it was like this, and oh yeah, it was like that in the original. Blah, 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 blah. Like stuff I was interested in, but I don't know if anybody actually gives a shit. Surely they don't. But yeah, it was just yeah. Welcome to the internet. Yeah. I know people be bitching, but I'm just like, I don't know. I hate whenever I'm like really into something and I'm like, I like this thing, and then other people like it and they like it wrong. I'm like, you guys are liking this incorrectly.
Yeah, just find something else. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, like it for the reasons I like it, which is because it has cool music and the designs are really fun, and I like that each world is themed after a different genre of music. And also, like, it's really silly and B-movie-like. It's a fucking cheerleader fighting zombies. It's dope as hell. And then you guys are like, meh, 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 titty, titty, titty. What's up? You make me mad.
Just like, yeah, just shut up.
Yeah. But yeah.
Go about your day.
Yeah. But yeah, Rick and Morty's good. I like Rick and Morty. I wish... I was gonna say I wish more people liked it, but I'm like a good bit of people like it, but I think it also kind of suffers from like people being insufferable about it.
Yeah, and I think that's why that's why I made it a hear me out, is just because people are really weird about it, like just the way they praise it and talk about it. I think it just like throws a lot of people who haven't watched it off.
Yeah.
But like the show itself is good. It's just people just focus on the wrong parts of it, like idolizing Rick and stuff like that. But it's like,
yeah, but he's
that's literally
and asshole.
Is to not. Yeah, it's literally the point to not like him. He is supposed to be a dickhead. Like, yeah, he grows along the show, but like, especially at first, like, you're not supposed to think he's a good person and want to be him. That's like the whole point.
Yeah, it also suffers from you're liking this thing for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
Not because Rick is like a complicated, interesting character that has like a lot of dimensions to him, literally and figuratively. But because you're like, oh, I see myself in him, and I'm like, that's bad. Yeah. You shouldn't see yourself in him, and if you do, consider therapy.
Yeah, maybe go to therapy and just chill out.
Yeah.
You know,
even in like the episode where Rick gets therapy, he gets fucking rolled, and then he's like, yeah, well, shut up. Like, he doesn't really have shit to say back to her.
Yeah, just, you know, it's like, it's one of those shows that's just always gonna be like all over the place, I think.
Yeah.
With people liking it, how it's portrayed, like, it's never gonna have like a consensus of why people like it. And,
right.
I don't know, but I mean, it is whatever. I enjoy it. I think people just need to not pay attention to the weirdos who like it wrong. Yeah,
and I think in general, like luckily for Rick and Morty, a lot of people kind of have formed their own opinion about it. I don't think there's a lot of new fans of Rick and Morty happening. I think if you've already liked it, you already like it. Because I can't really think
I don't really think it's bringing in new audience members, just like the people who already watched it are kind of watching it still. But like, it's not bringing in new people.
It might get rediscovered in some years. People be like, y'all heard of this show? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those shows that ends, and then like 10 years later, people are gonna discover it and then think it's like the shit. Like it was kind of like how like Clone High. I don't know if you ever watched Clone High,
Yeah.
the original. It's
I've
just
seen
like
a
it
bit
was
about
ahead
it.
of its time, like in terms of humor. It was like ahead of everyone else, so it was like nobody paid attention to because it was kind of like unlike anything else that was out at the time.
Yeah.
And then like years later, people discovered like, no, this show like it slaps. Although they brought it back and fucked it up and it got canceled, so
Yeah, I heard
we'll
it.
just ignore
I
that.
heard that the reboot was booty butt cheeks. I
Yeah,
was
and like
not like a huge supporter of Clone High. Like I don't have anything against it, and I've watched a couple episodes, and I thought it was like decent. I thought some of the jokes, most of the jokes that had to do with like pop culture at the time, I think aged pretty poorly. But most of the other ones are like pretty good, and even the ones that there are some pop culture ones that are so just like random and out there that they still work.
yeah, exactly. Like I that's a show like I quote all the time, like the original run. Like I quote that stuff all the time.
My favorite quote is like nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys.
Yeah, like the one I always do is like Boa Suppa Ira would like a potty platter. Throw some O's and R's in there. What's your hurry?
Oh,
Like
what's
that's just
sorry?
yeah.
I think a lot of people like
like
fucking bimbo chat or fucking JFK.
oh yeah, JFK and Gandhi were like the best characters, like the most fun characters on that show because Gandhi was just ADHD, just fucking unhinged, and it was just so funny.
Yeah, they had to get rid of him.
Yeah, I think that's might have been like what one of the things people didn't like about it is just like Gandhi was like such a big part of the original run that I think it just kind of rubbed people the wrong way. They had to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like I get why they did, but at the same time I think without having like one of those big characters like him like not be in it, I think it would have just been better to not bring back.
Yeah. I'm not super I didn't watch the reboot, so I don't know. I just saw people talk about it and I was like, oh, okay. Because I wasn't like super invested in Clone High. I kind of watched it once everyone was like getting hype over the reboot, and I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
I haven't watched like really much the reboot because I was like, you know what? I don't want it to soil the original for me because sometimes that happens where it's like you watch something and then it's just like, you know what? I don't even want to watch the original, and it makes you think of it in a different way. I didn't want that to happen, so I was just like, no, I'm just gonna ignore it, pretend it doesn't exist, and just remember
just enjoy
the good
what you
times.
have. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Like just remember it fondly, and then rewatch the original, but just pretend the reboot doesn't exist.
Very valid.
And it's worked out fine for me.
And I loved the original run, and it was great.
Yep, exactly. Because like that was something I watched when even before I was in high school. Like I remember when it was new, and I watched it, and it was good. It was good. I'm old though. You got to remember that I'm old.
I do not believe I am. I mean, I'm not. I don't think I was around when the original run was on, but I've done a bit of looking into it, and I appreciate what it's done. And I saw the show, obviously later, but it was a good run. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good. It's like should have just left in the past. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all we should have done. Just leave it there.
Yeah.
Just like just like re-air it.
Yeah, just put it back
Maybe.
on. Well, can you even watch it anywhere, like, officially? I feel like you can't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think, like, Paramount has it or anybody.
Says I can on Crave, but I don't know if that's true.
Crave?
I don't know if you have. Do you have Crave? Do you have? I don't know. No,
I
it's
don't
because
even know what
Crave
that
is like a
is.
Canadian. Yeah, it's like a Canadian thing. It's a Canadian streaming service. Because like we don't have Hulu here or anything like that. We don't have it. But Crave is actually pretty good because it's like that's where we get like our HBO and stuff like that.
Nice.
Is on Crave.
You have Augie and
Some
the
of the shows,
Cockroaches, the movie.
What?
I don't know. That's just what showed up. I looked at Crave, and it's like proudly Canadian, and then like recently added movies is Augie and the Cockroaches, the movie.
Yeah, it's like Crave isn't just like its own streaming. It's like it incorporates like other streaming services into it that you can get separately, but it's just easier to get it all in one. Like I have, like with the Crave subscription, like I get HBO and a bunch of other channels and stuff just included with it.
Yeah, I have.
I don't know if you ever watched Letterkenny, but that's where that show came from.
I have seen some of Letterkenny. I think I've seen like a couple episodes, and I think that it was very hit and miss for me. I'm very bad at watching things that are just like a straight comedy, especially ones that kind of like rely on like feeling uncomfortable.
It's an acquired taste for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely like it's not for everyone.
Yeah, like I didn't dislike it, but I was like I was just like, again, like I don't like feeling uncomfortable, so like whenever like that kind of humor pops up, I'm just like, oh, that hurts me. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Like I'm embarrassed for it. Yeah, no, I get it. And the show kind of drops off too as time went on. That's probably why they ended it. But like I really enjoy the first few seasons, but then it starts to kind of go downhill. But that just irrelevant. That's where
Letterkenny comes from.
Yeah,
that's good to know. I literally had no idea. I think it's on Hulu now, or it used to be at some point. But
yeah, it's on Hulu now because it was so popular in Canada that like it went to the States and got popular there too.
I mean, checks out. Because I know a lot of people who like Letterkenny, so it's good to see like international properties like become popular. Because I think of stuff like even like Squid Game, like the fact that became popular is like crazy in a good way. Because I just think of like American audiences and how opposed they usually are to like basically just any non-English stuff. Yeah. I guess it has a dub and maybe that helped it, but a lot of people have been just watching. Like my cousin watches like K-dramas and like Turkish dramas, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like I'm glad that people are so like open to watching just like international media.
Yeah, it's not just like you watch what's from the West, like kind of how it used to be, and then everything to the East, like they would watch their own shows. Like it's with streaming and everything, it's just like everything's just a little more open, that like you can get things from all around the world and enjoy things you probably would have never seen before. So it's like creates like a good thing where more shows and everything are being discovered, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. It's like I like to watch it. Like I'll watch anything. Like not really dependent on what language it's in or anything. As long as I can at least have subtitles, like I'm fine. Like that's fine with me.
Yeah, I'm.
Although I have not watched Squid Game. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen the second season. I like the first season a lot.
Yeah, I've seen like a couple episodes of the first season, but that's about it. Like I never finished it or moved on to the second season. I keep meaning to, but I just haven't not gotten to it.
That's fair.
There's just other stuff I would rather watch.
I understand that. It's like I like it, but like I have other things I'd rather watch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've kept you over much over the time. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. And are you still streaming after this?
No, I'm gonna get off.
You're heading
I
out.
actually only was like streaming today was just because like we had our thing today. Like I probably wasn't even gonna stream otherwise. Yeah, so I was like, no, I'll get on and stream.
Oh, nice. Well, thank
It's
you.
mostly because I thought it was tomorrow. For some reason, I thought it was Wednesday, not Tuesday. So if I probably would have forgot if you hadn't messaged me. So
Oh goodness. Well, I appreciate you moving some stuff around for me then, and I'll let you go and have the rest of your night? Question mark. I don't know what time it is there.
yeah, it's like 8 p.m. So I'll probably just
Oh,
go
go
to
night
bed.
night.
Yeah.
Get ready for night nights.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Thanks for having me. It was fun. It's a
Yeah.
good chat. Good chat.
Yeah, I liked all the DC stuff. I like hearing about that because Lord knows I'm not about to start reading a whole bunch of DC.
Yeah.
I will look into the Flash Paradox. Time I have time,
Yeah.
I'll
Really
try
good
I'll try and
movie.
put it
And
into it.
yeah, you don't. It's like it's in the shared universe, but you don't have to know anything that happened beyond that.
Hmm.
So you can go into it having no prior knowledge. So it's just like its own thing. So you don't you'll be fine because that
Okay,
is part of a whole interconnected universe. But
but it
yeah, you
can
don't
be
have to.
standalone.
Yeah, like especially the events in that movie kind of set off things that happen in other movies, but not so much anything before. Like there's a couple of Justice League movies and stuff before this one. Um, but yeah, you're not missing anything just watching that from the start.
All right. Well, I will. I'm hoping that I'll have some more time here in the next couple weeks. Maybe I can at least have it on in like the background and absorb it through osmosis. But yeah. But thank you for coming hanging out, and I appreciate you giving me the time, and I hope you had a good chitty chat, and I will send you your little fella once we get out of the public eye.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it looks good. I love it. So thank you so much for making that. And yeah, no, I had a good
Yeah.
time. So but yeah, you have yourself a wonderful night as well.
You too. Bye.
Bye.